see what that screen says.
Counting. The final batch did not arrive until 4 in the morning.
PBS. That's fucking priceless.
Even though the polls closed at 8 o'clock, so they were.
This is it. My first damask rose. And I have a few more buds, but I'm really excited about this. I wanted one of these for so long, and somebody on my channel got me one, and so that's really cool. And you know who you are. Thank you. And I'm about to smell it. I've never smelled one of these since I was a kid. We had some. And oh my gosh. But I know it looks kind of crappy, but it's because the plant went into shock at first, but now it's doing really good. It doesn't have any fungus or anything on it anywhere, which they're really prone to fungus here. Oh, and by the way, that aspirin mixture on my bay tree worked like a champion. Unfortunately, it clogged the spray bottle, the aspirin did, and it won't work now, and I need to spray it some more because it took most of that rust away, but I gotta do a better job than this. So this is some banana peppers out of my garden, and I'm gonna put malt vinegar in it to soak until Thanksgiving, because this is what me and my friend that's coming over love the most. So I don't know what I'm going to use them in. I'm not really making a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, just sort of snack stuff this year. I am making a turkey and a ham, but just other than that, like not all the potatoes and all that stuff. In fact, like I just did that, really, so I went to the store the other day and they had it like you buy a ham, you get a turkey free, and so I got them and I made both of them. They were pretty good. In fact, I'm about to cut up the remainder of the ham and give the bone to Dolly. You see that? That's like some kind of weird caterpillar. You see he put his horns up? Freaky deaky, man. It just looks like a little pile of nothing. It's been on this thing for like days and I didn't think it was anything. Sorry about the loud engine. But see, he just put his like little horns up. That's crazy looking. It's like a caterpillar. But it's like a little round nubby caterpillar. I thought it was just some kind of seed sitting there till I just saw it walking. See? See, it's walking. I don't know what the heck that is. It looks like a bird's nest or something. You know, I never realized how fast cranberries cook, but they cook really fast. This is mandarin oranges and cranberries and sugar. And so I cooked the cranberries in spring water. I hate to say this, but you know, any measures that Biden put in place, other than completely locking down our border for 14 days and closing everything, even stores, gas stations, everything except for hospitals, police, and fire, and even that could create a problem. But you know, as long as you know that those officials in those emergency centers understand not to come in contact with anybody during that time except for the people they're rescuing or helping in the hospital. Any measures less than that are not going to stop this virus, and that should stamp it out after 14 days. But the problem with this thing is, you know, after that they're going to open everything up. We're virus free, and then the virus starts coming in again. And even if we don't do any of that, okay, say we have, you know, mask mandates. They put in social distancing and partial shutdowns again. It's still a difficult thing because the virus can mutate. I mean, we know now that you can get it, and then I think it's after 6 months your antibodies leave you, and so then you can get it again. It's really tough. This virus is a tough thing. You know, and we've seen, you know, different countries, you know, almost completely eliminated it, and here it comes again. So I don't know what they're going to do about this. I don't know if it'll eventually just weaken, just burn itself out. I don't know. A really tough thing to deal with, though. Hey, 2020. So this is just going to be some basic stir fry, and so far I got in there chicken, turmeric, ginger, fenugreek seed spice, water chestnuts, olive oil, garlic, and I think that's it so far, but I'm going to add more stuff. But I was going to say about Donald Trump, what always got me from the beginning about him was that he never broadcasted a message of unity to this country. Even when he was campaigning in 2016, he would constantly say us and them, and they're going to do this, but we're going to do this. And, you know, I kept thinking, you know, and at the time, like, I knew who he was. I never liked him, like, from the 80s, but I was totally undecided because I'm not either Democrat or Republican. And I was kind of like, what is he talking about? Who is he talking to? You know, it's like, I was thinking, you know, it's almost like he's trying to divide us or something. And that's really weird because that's not usually how presidential candidates speak. They, you know, they say, you know, I'm going to do good for this country, for all of you, you know, and he wasn't doing that. It was almost like he was bullying, like right from the beginning. And I still was undecided after that, you know, except for I thought he sounded stupid. And then he started talking about all of the environmental regulations he was going to undo, and that was it for me. What gets me now about him not conceding is I'm fine, you know, that he doesn't want to concede, but it's crazy to me that he's not in any way talking about what is going on with the coronavirus and what is going on with people becoming homeless and, well, hell, people that are already homeless, and the state of this country, the state this country is in. He's not addressing that at all. You know, he is only, as usual, concerned about himself, and that makes me sick. It makes me sick that so many people voted for him again, and they don't see. You know, he only cares about himself. He doesn't care about you. He says he does. It's sort of like your ex when you were breaking up with them, saying, I care about you, you know, I love you. And you know they didn't. It's exactly like that. So while my stir fry is cooking, did you know that you can use this green part of the watermelon as food? And I'm going to put some of that in my stir fry, and I'm also going to ferment some of it in salt water just to see how it turns out, because I don't have any idea what that'll be like. But you see, I've peeled it and I washed it, and I'm just going to take the pink out of it and slice it up in like cubes and put it in with the rest of my vegetables I'm adding to my stir fry. So far I added the Brussels sprouts, the watermelon, and you can see there's still a little bit of pink on it. The Chinese are so much better at taking that pink off of there. than I am. But I'm going to try some more in a minute here because I'm going to ferment a couple jars of it and see how that works out because I've never done that before. But also I added some bamboo shoots in here. And I'm about to add red pepper, green pepper, yellow pepper, onion, and broccoli. And that's it, besides some like soy sauce or whatever. Okay, the Chinese are so much better at this than I am. But I put salt on it. I'm letting it sit here for a minute and get kind of juicy, and then I'm going to put it in two little jars. I hope it's good. I've never done this before. Never ate this part of the watermelon at all before. I was going to say, you know, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad for voting for Trump. Just because I don't understand how they can do it doesn't mean that I think badly of them. I just think if, you know, after you've seen the way he acted after he lost, and you change your mind, maybe just figure out a way to do good for, you know, your community or the world, or, you know, do something really good in your life. And, you know, really that's what he should be doing. I mean, he should just move on. And I mean, if he wants to run again in 2024, whatever. But I mean, if it was me, I would just go, hey, you know, cool, you know, whatever, you know. I don't understand what that is. It's like the ultimate ego trip or something. I don't know. But it's kind of sad in a way to watch. But it's like I said, you know, it's like when you figured out, you know, how much your ex didn't care about you, you know, you move on. You know, America needed to move on. That's about it. Something's been eating my kale. I don't know what it is.